Hi guys. So as I promised you 2 weeks ago, this week's trance is all about clarity, allowing clarity, gaining clarity in your life. And in my experience, clarity is such a huge thing for so many people. I come across this literally with each and every one of my clients at some point, and it's always a big topic in my workshops where people say, well, I feel stuck. I have the feeling I'm pulling in the wrong direction. I don't really know where I'm supposed to be in life. I have this feeling like I should be doing something else. This might be something big. This might be something small. And very often they are pulling in two different directions because they already feel they are going a certain way and they want to go a certain way, but something inside of them tells them I shouldn't be going that way. So their intuition and their conditioned beliefs are beginning to get mixed up. See, I spent a lot of years in my life where I complained about not knowing what I wanted to do, where I didn't have the clarity on what my purpose was in life. Now, today is completely different because first of all, I believe purpose is always the one thing that is right in front of you. If you do the one thing that is right in front of you, and a lot of people won't like to hear this, but if you do what is right in front of you, you will fulfill your purpose. Your soul calling will have it not any other way. However, if we allow ourselves to not act and react from conditioned beliefs, from old fears and blocks that are holding us back, we will automatically expand and thrive into the direction of our true self, of fulfilling our dreams, our desires. But let me explain how that works. So I believe we all have access to a great clarity within us. We know, we have like an emotional guidance system within us that tells us something is right for us or something's not right for us. And then we put on top what we are conditioned to believe. So when we grow up, as you know from all the other videos we have already done, we learn where we are good enough or not good enough, what we can do and what we can't do, where we're too small or where we are really good at. So we're also learning on what is important in this society, what is safe to do, what is the logic way to do, what is the right way to do. And so we grow into this belief system, into this society that is providing a certain path for us that might feel safe when we look at it from the outside, but that might have nothing to do with being safe or with what makes our heart sing. So when we enter a space of clarity, we have to enter that space in a space of balance and a space of silence, where we let go of, or where we even dare to step into that space of letting go of the old beliefs, the old patterns, and allow ourselves to simply be, and maybe conceive an idea, be ready to receive a vision or possibility. Now, this doesn't have to be something huge. This doesn't need to be, I want to be on that big stage and speak to thousands of people. This could be something very small, as in, I'm in the wrong profession. I like to teach people rather than working on machines. This might be that you don't actually like working with people, but you want something more in more solitude, or whatever it is. Purpose is something that is very personal to you, and whatever makes your heart sing. Now, clarity is also a space of knowing which people are good for us. It's a space of knowing, am I taking on the right diet? Is my body enjoying what I eat? Or do I actually already know what is better for me? It's a space of clarity of the relationships I enter or the relationships I have to exit. It's clarity on what I want to do in life. And most and foremost, it's clarity on the next step I have to take. So let me walk you through the suggestions we take in this, that I'm giving in this trance, because I can explain it on this very, very easily. So the first sentence is, I have great clarity now on what is good for me. I trust my emotional guidance system that is getting stronger each day, while I identify conditioned beliefs easily that are trying to hold me back, and I simply move past them. I am always crystal clear on what I want and which step is the right one for me to take next to continuously grow happier, healthier, and more successful. and I take inspired action accordingly. The more I relax, the more I have access to all the answers within me, and I move forward with joy, ease, and grace. Now let me walk you through this step by step. I have great clarity now on what is good for me. Now what I find so important about this sentence, which is the core for me of all of it, is we need clarity on what we feel is good for us. Otherwise we'll be living everybody else's lives. We'll be living what our parents thought is safe for us, it's more important to provide a certain financial income, and even though it makes us miserable, for instance, we might find the perfect job, or we might not let go of a relationship because our parents wouldn't approve. So we don't allow ourselves to enter a space of clarity in order to fulfill everybody else's ideas around us. Could be. So the more we enter a space of great clarity for ourselves, we form the ideas what is really good for us, what makes our heart sing, and sometimes that is not what has been formulated out for us by somebody else. I trust my emotional guidance system that is getting stronger each day. See, I believe we all have that emotional guidance system. I believe we all have what I call the inner GPS that tells us very clearly if we're doing something in accordance with our true self, our inner being, or if we're working against it. So for instance, imagine you are about to sign a contract. You will feel, if you just imagine signing that contract, you will feel elevated, happy, excited about the prospect of finally doing that job. That is a very clear guidance. Or you might imagine signing that contract and you feel like somebody's actually strangling you, someone's cutting off your throat. That is a very clear guidance. So allowing yourself to, first of all, completely relax, and then imagine you take that next step. Your body will react, your emotional guidance system will take you and tell you if this is the right step to do. Then it's much easier to actually act on that. And that emotional guidance system is now, after this trance, going to be stronger and stronger each day. The next half sentence is, while I identify conditioned beliefs easily that are trying to hold me back, and I simply move past that. Now, these old beliefs and old blocks, they will keep popping up. That monkey on your shoulder will keep screaming and screeching and telling you that you shouldn't do this and you should do that. It's good to know and to understand sometimes that's just an old script. It's just the monkey. It's just conditioned beliefs. And to identify it, know it's there, it's still going to be there, and then move past it anyway. I'm always crystal clear on what I want and which step is the right one for me to take next to continuously grow happier, healthier, and more successful. Now, this will help you to be in that clear space and to always know at least what the next step or the next 2 steps ahead is for you. We don't need to know how everything will unroll, how everything will unfold, because you're not getting in the car driving from London to Birmingham thinking, well, I can't see Birmingham, I have to turn around. All you need to know is get into the car, and you need to know that your GPS probably tells you, well, next turn, you turn right and then turn left and then you'll be on the highway, and keep going. I will tell you the next step once you're on the highway. Our emotional guidance system works the same way. So it's always about being crystal clear on what I want. So you have clarity on what you want next, and that you will take that step to grow continuously happier, healthier, and more successful. It's not about having that state tomorrow, but if you allow yourself to continuously grow, you will be happier, healthier, and more successful in each day and every step you take. And a lot of people often make that mistake of saying, well, I want this, and now it hasn't happened in 3 days, so I'm going to let it go. It's a continuous grow. We're never done. We're continuously expanding. And I take inspired action accordingly. Now, this is vital. Now that we have the clarity and we let go of those blocks and those old programmings and conditions, we get ideas, we get inspirations, we get a clear nudge of what is good, or maybe that we should ask that boy or that girl out on a date, that we probably shouldn't be eating, the cheese or that or this, and that we should probably drink I don't know, more water, or, you know, we have guidance that we probably should take a yoga class, and you think, well, that doesn't make sense in my head. I've never taken yoga, but you get the signs. You will have to take inspired action. Now, if you feel this has been inspired, this has been just, it's a sign that keeps coming and keeps coming, take the action. Simply do it. See what happens. We're not asking you yet to, you know, sell your house or I don't know, sell your life insurance. I'm saying yet, I will never ask you to do that, of course. But practice with the small things. But take the inspired action, because that will help you to continuously grow every day. Continuously grow happier, healthier, and more successful. The more I relax, the more I have access to all the answers within me. And I move forward with joy, ease, and grace. And this is all about allowing you the space to step back, and to step back out of that anxiety, out of the tug of war that we're probably in, because we feel we need to go somewhere else, but the stress of having to fulfill certain things, having to pay certain bills, is putting us into that struggle, into that tight grip of where we say we're being stuck. Now, the first step we need to do is step back and relax. And the more you relax, the more you will have access to all the answers within you. And then you might sometimes even hear something you don't want to hear, as in drink more water, or maybe cut down on the wine, or maybe, you know, address that conflict with someone, or talk to that person, or let go of that person. But in the long run, trust that you're growing into a happier and a healthier and more successful being. And so you continuously expand and thrive. And this is what clarity for me is all about. It's knowing, it's being clear that you're on a path, on a journey. It's trusting that the next step or next 2 steps will reveal itself. And it's about taking that inspired action of not doing continuously the same thing and expecting a different result. So move over to the trance. It is waiting for you in your membership area. I really, really like this trance. I've pre-recorded it today before I did the video, so I'm turning it around. And I gotta say, I really like this trance. I'll be doing a bit of traveling today, so I can't wait to pop that in my ear once I'm sitting in my seat, because I think it will do a great of good for a lot of us. So move over to your membership area and enjoy your trance, whether you're downloading it or whether you're listening to it in your area. And let me know how you feel. Give me some feedback. Let me know what other trances you are hoping to receive soon. I really would love to hear how you're getting on with those trances. And I see you in 2 weeks. And don't forget, you're magnificent.